so we set out because the top complaint in the earbud industry is fit. They either hurt after a while wearing them, they fall out, or they don't fit at all.
Yes.
The reason is the human ear moves when we are talking and chewing and exercising. And so your ear is constantly moving, and all earbuds in the market, all of them were essentially invented 13, 14 years ago, the design, outer design. And it's called a plastic clamshell design. And so it's this plastic material. Some of them come with a little ear tip, that little rubber ear tip or foam ear tip that comes on the end of them. Mm-hmm. But even with that ear tip, still the top complaint in the industry is ear fatigue and soreness, right?
No doubt. Yep.
And falling out.
Yep.
And so we set out, and as the ear moves, we set out to create a continually pliable earbud that flexes and molds with your ear every time it moves, right? So it's constantly moving with your ear. It's extremely lightweight, and it creates a near perfect seal. So that seal is essentially what you're doing with those cans on your head, the big headphones. You're trying to create a near perfect sealed environment where not external air is coming in or external sound is coming in. What ours do is help to create that.
I see.
But we've also chosen to put a really high-end speaker system in it. So our speaker system comes from the hearing aid industry. And it's much like, it mimics those of the Shure and the Westone, like the $2,000 Ultimate Ear, $2,000 sound that those guys have. And we've done that because we believe, like, headphones that's the problem, and it's risky, right? Because most people who listen to earphones and earbuds have grown up in a world where the sound is not awesome. And so they don't know the difference. And so we've had people who said to us, like, I can hear when I'm listening to music, you can hear the fingers on the guitar string scooting along, and that sounds funny, right? So, but that's how it's supposed to sound. That's how it was produced in the music. That's how the music was produced. That's how it's supposed to sound. But so it's a little bit risky for us to do this because we're bringing this high-end technology in regard to sound to the mass market price range in the $250, $300 range, right?
Okay.
But we are trying to create the experience because we believe that the experience you get from headphones, and headphones are such a big part of today's lifestyle.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And people are wearing them all the time. Even cans hurt because you have this cartilage around your ears and you can't wear them for very long. We see a future where the world does not need to carry around a cell phone. You can do everything from your earbud.
I believe it.
And that starts with being able to wear it for long periods of time comfortably. We've also made it so that it fits in. This is called the ear concha. It's sort of this little ear pocket that it doesn't protrude outside of that. So if you're wearing a helmet, you fall asleep on them, they're still incredibly comfortable. And eventually we'll have hearing assistance. So like environmental, you're sitting at the table and you want to hear just the voices close to you, or you're riding your bike and you need to hear every sound around you. You'll be able to turn on those environmental hearing assistance capabilities.
Very cool.
But because we can be worn for such long periods of time comfortably, and we are really going after people who really are hardcore earbud users, we are making the microphone system really advanced, so more advanced than anything in this price point range. But we're also focused on the spoken word. So people who listen to podcasts for long periods of time, people who listen to audiobooks, streaming video, and then doing Zoom calls and phone calls all day long. This is our target audience because these are people who need us the most. We hope to redefine the future of how earphones and earbuds are designed, and possibly OEM or however we go about that. But we really are, because that group needs this, is looking forward to this. That's really our target audience. And so we've built our culture around this sort of growth mindset of everyone. We are all heavy podcast listeners. We're all heavy audiobook listeners. We live and breathe the lifelong learning lifestyle, right?
Okay.
And the curiosity of it. So it's been a sort of a cool how we've evolved around our target audience and their passions and our passions. And
the Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.